CCBLA staff does great work just in keeping the community connection vital and alive by being present at things, inviting folks to campus as well, and really sustaining community partnerships in a way that we weren't able to do before CCBLA existed. It was very haphazard and kind of based on individual faculty either doing it or not doing it before. And now we have a home. We have a home in CCBLA, and we have resources in terms of folks dedicating time and energy to ongoing relationships. And we can bring more intentionality to the work as an institution because CCBLA exists and supports the work in the classroom and the work in the community.
Our intention and hope was that it would be a place where students would really build their skills together, find each other, find and cultivate faculty support as well as the other way around.
The model of community-based research is so important for students to know about and participate in because it really reframes where the knowledge is in the community.
What the CCBLA, Center for Community-Based Learning and Action, does, part of its umbrella is the idea of exchanging knowledge. We have, you know, in university world, we have the idea of the ivory tower and that we're the pinnacle of knowledge in whatever community we're in, and that's simply not true. As important as academia is, there are knowledges that are available on street corners, alleyways, farms, and you know, office buildings and apartment buildings downtown in cities. That is knowledge that sometimes is underestimated.
In terms of, I think one of the most important pieces to really think about is what is the role of higher education in terms of supporting local communities and community organizations, especially grassroots community organizations and nonprofit organizations that are doing real important grassroots community work that's really often underfunded and under-resourced.
What our duty here at CCBLA is to serve the wider community and to promote the idea that you are your community. You take ownership in your community, and it doesn't require any type of social status, financial status, anything like that. All you have to do is be an active person in your community.
The center is not just a place like it is at many universities where the experts sort of provide the knowledge to the community. It's a center where we collectively work with community members and organizations to address issues.
New students or new staff and faculty, new community members can come to this office and find a place where they can take ownership in their community. They can immediately immerse themselves in this art of giving, this art of action.
And so when a student comes and gets involved and spends 10, 20 hours a week trying to help make whatever they're doing more better, then that's a kind of affirmation, that's a kind of applause that they are in fact doing something well. And so the give and the take and the dynamics between the relationship is like geometrically progressing. So it's like you have a student, you have the community, 1 + 1 = 3. You have change, you have in fact initiated and reaffirmed Evergreen's commitment to social justice, which is a commitment I don't think we can ever lose. That if we lose it, we won't be Evergreen.
So the scope of the center has grown significantly in the past 4 years. It's been really exciting to see things that were ideas turn into programs that are impacting the lives of so many people, not only at the Evergreen State College, but also in our communities.
So we have a number of different ways that happens, and the work study project in community organizations is an example of that, where students come and do work at community organizations, learn about the work of the organization and how organizations work, and also serve as a liaison to help mobilize other students on campus to get involved in local community organizations.
We have students at around 10 different organizations, and they get to experience working in the community, and the community organizations don't have to pay anything monetarily into the wages of the students. So both the organization and the student get to learn and grow from each other.
It's such a marvelous thing that we now have an institutionalized community-based learning center because it allows students to not just theorize, but in see what their ideas are in the wider community.
And some of the organizations that we work with are Bread and Roses, Stonewall Youth, Rachel Corrie Foundation, CCBLA.
I've been looking for an opportunity to work in the community.
CCBLA offers a unique opportunity to build community between the Evergreen student population and the Latino community here, which I think is invaluable.
Yeah, there's been a lot of student involvement in making this program grow.
I'm very happy and I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to work here at CCBLA and working with the Latino community. And I don't think I could have done this without the work study done through the Community Center for Community-Based Learning.
We also pay students $12 an hour, which is more than they get paid in other work-study positions, and I think it's really important that students get paid livable wages.
Students learn more and learn better when they are connecting the theory and practice. And so it comes down to, you know, a question of how are we getting the best education we can get for our students. And we have to have ways in which it makes sense in action in the real world for students.
CCBLA rocks. Has been really helpful to, in a lot of ways, I mean, connecting students with organizations to do their internships or volunteer, to help us in the organizations know when there's opportunities to come and recruit students, come and speak to classes, let us know when classes have a required internship component, and so that we can connect and recruit the students that we need to do the work. Yeah, it's been really helpful.
Not only do we support community organizations, we also have really strong ties to the local school districts, and we have 2 tutoring programs. One is the High Demand Math and Science Work Study, and the other is the Olympia Tutor Collaborative Project.
The High Demand program is important for a variety of reasons, mainly because the schools need math and science support with the WASL, and because the Evergreen students get to experience firsthand what it's like to be in a classroom. We've really tried to target people who are looking to go into the career of teaching or even the field of science, because the peer collaboration is very important in both of those fields.
I coordinate the Evergreen Olympia Collaborative Tutoring Project, which essentially connects Evergreen students with volunteer and internship positions in 4 high poverty elementary schools here in the Olympia area. There are a lot of kids who are falling through the cracks, and the reason that they are selected for tutoring or for mentoring is because the school isn't able to meet their needs. And it might just be the involvement of one person, one adult or a college student who can relate to them and who can interact with them, which can help them achieve success.
Also, a component of our program is trainings, and so once a month we have a training with skill building for skills in nonprofits. And some of the trainings that we've had are around anti-oppression. We're going to have a training around ageism with Seattle Young People's Project coming up, dispute resolution. So we try to give the students skills that they're going to be using in future careers and work in nonprofits.
I think the community service work is important because it shifts the paradigm, because it changes things from an ego point of view to a we-go point of view. And so it's the collective movements that have grassroots collective movements, people helping each other, that have in fact changed and democratized the world. And I think community service gives everybody a chance to do their part, to make this world into what it should be, what it could be, what it will be.